So Black Girls Do Bike is a national organization, and the idea behind the organization was to get women who often don't get on bikes onto cycling, to give them a community. I belong to the chapter that's in New York City. I began in the New York City chapter because I met another Shiro, and she just said, you really need to go on some rides with us. And I started going rides with her, and then there was other women, and we just formed a really nice community. This all happened a little bit before the pandemic, and it became a really big support for me during the pandemic. We all sort of rode together, and then she asked me if I wanted to be a Shiro because our ideas of what we wanted to do as a club kept growing and growing, and I agreed, and here I am. My name is Aphrodisia McKinnon. I'm from New York City. I'm one of the Shiros of Black Girls Do Bike New York City. It's weird because cycling is one of the few sports I really feel that's still really focused on men. I used to be a runner, and when I would get up to the start line, it was a mix of men and women, but it's changing now. But with cycling, I was like, there's a lot of dudes out here. And so one of the things about being in a community of women is that we're presence. And so you don't have to feel intimidated, or you don't have to feel like this is not really for me, or I really can't keep up with these guys. Now you just have to keep up with really fast women. One of the problems with getting women into cycling is there are all of these barriers. And getting urban women into cycling is that, many of us don't have cars. I don't have a driver's license. The very idea of moving something as big as a bike from one state to another without a service like bike flights, it would just be like a Herculean task. And this makes it like really, really easy. And New York City is an urban environment. There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pollution. To be able to get on a bike and get out of that, both away from the stress and away from the pollution and out into the green, is sort of what we want to do as a club. And I think one of the reasons why it is we started this gravel initiative.
What is she looking for? I don't.
Steamboat Gravel, to their credit, was really thinking about widening who was going to be in the cycling community. I talked about, when you get to the start line, there was a lot of guys, and they were like, we need to get more women. So now there's almost 50% women at the start line, when they're like, okay, but not everyone has to be real thin, right? So now there's all kind of body types on.
It's hard.
Be out here. It's Jess.
Yes, we did that.
Awesome. Amazing.
You've been enjoying it?
Yes.
So happy.
I had so much fun. I got most of it on GoPro, so I'm looking forward to see the footage.
Gotta do the bourbon and bacon.
I was kind of sketched out.
You crushed it!
Woodward also finishing. Aphrodisia.
A lot of people signed up for Blue Women.
Covered it. It's the Ralph Lauren. It's like, right?
The best thing for anybody who's on a bike, knows that cycling equals freedom. And there are so many things that one needs to be free of. And if you get on a bike, biking just makes life better. We sort of embraced the adventure, and then we got out here, and it's so stunningly beautiful that we had to come back.